Buddy, and welcome to the eve before Christmas Eve broadcast of the Ready Set Grow Show. It's Hillary, the marketing mom, and Deb here with us, and we are excited today because we got a very special message for you. We got a very special message, and
Yep,
yes, it's the eve before Christmas Eve, and you're probably thinking, why are they even live? But that's our message. That's our
exactly.
message. The fact that
Yeah,
we're here is our message to you. Don't lift your foot off the gas, especially if you're a
right.
business owner.
Yeah, yeah. The momentum that you have worked so hard to get, you lift that foot off the gas, and that momentum just starts to slow down, just like a car does. And then January 1 comes, 2021, and now you got to get revved up again, and it takes time. So
Takes
we're here to encourage you to keep that pedal pushed.
pedal to the metal, as you say. Yeah, because one of the things, and Deb and I, we're going to share a little bit about how the momentum that we kept last year. So one of the things, and I guess we just jump right in, but last year, December 2019, nobody could have foreseen a global shutdown, global pandemic, even though we knew that, there was this thing called coronavirus because it kind of started last year, November-ish, right? But it wasn't a worldwide thing. But so outside of that, Deb and I, in our different worlds actually, because we only crossed paths in 2020, and it's probably because of the momentum that we kept in 2019 right through the year. One of the things is that when December comes, and especially in the US where there's Thanksgiving and then Christmas, in Trinidad here we just got Christmas, but in Trinidad when it's Christmas time, by December 15th, everybody has just literally start shutting down and there's nothing happening. And then what happens in January? So even though Christmas Day is the 25th in Trinidad, we've got Boxing Day. All right. But you're thinking, okay, even if you took Christmas Eve off, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, for those who celebrate that around the world, you've got all these other working days that you could still apply yourself and get things done, right? And it's important to not take a whole 2 weeks off, because if you take 2 weeks off at the end of December, you're literally taking a month off of the year, the following year.
Well, and in the United States, a lot of people do start at Thanksgiving time. They start slowing down, and some even a little bit before that, getting ready for the holiday, the Thanksgiving holiday. And I have to tell you, when I started my business 11 years ago, I was told, and of course, now mind you, I stepped out from being a nurse into being an entrepreneur, and it's taken me 11 years to really grasp what an entrepreneur is. Because when I did my network marketing business, when I stepped into it, they didn't call me an entrepreneur. I was a network marketer. Okay. I knew I was my own boss, but never in the concept of an entrepreneur. And so they would say, okay, don't slow down, don't slow down. But a lot of them did. And I'm learning and I'm like, what is this? Don't slow down. I don't understand that. And so, not being used to keeping the momentum, I slowed
Mhm.
down for years.
Right.
And this year is the first year in 11 years that I have kept the pedal to the metal. And I just, the feeling I have for 2021, 2020 was good for me. It was the best year out of 11 that I have had. And I just, thinking of 2021 and what I'm working for, what I've already accomplished, thanks to a lot of people helping, an entrepreneur. I'm not a solopreneur. I'm an entrepreneur that can't do it by myself. I need my
Exactly.
team. I need my friends. I need my mentors. And so I am so different this year as opposed to the last 10 years because I have kept that momentum and I'm excited to see what 2021 is going to bring me.
Yeah.
So, Hillary, I'm sure you've got a little
And that
story
is,
to
yeah,
tell
because
too.
definitely, and just last year, but even before, as I was reflecting again, the years that I worked through December, the years that I worked right through. Yes, I took Christmas Day off. Yes, I took New Year's Day off. But the years that I really just did not see December as a shutdown month are the years that the next year, the following year, things were moving. So last year, about November, I started getting into a serious content creation mode, right? Putting out the content, marketing, and all of these things, getting certain things set up. And I hadn't activated certain aspects of my business for the whole year. I was just, going around. And I powered through December knowing that I had to hit January 2020 running. I couldn't wake up on January the 2nd and be like, okay, so what's this year going to be like? I had to already know that plan and knew exactly what I was going to do. And I did that in December. I actually did it December 1st. And when I look back at my journaling and all of that stuff, it's like when I look at January 4th, um, no,
Sorry.
when I look at, that's all right. When I look at January of this year, I was already in so much action. All right. And that is the thing that we keep in the back of our minds. Yes, we want to take a rest. And especially this kind of year that we've had, everybody
Yeah.
just wants to put their feet up and be like, okay, 2020, hurry up and finish. But the reality is 2020 is going to be just like, 2021 is going to be just like 2020 if you do nothing. It's like
Yeah.
the year itself and how your year goes isn't going to change because we just added another number. You have to do something. And this month, especially in these last 2 weeks of December, you're going to see a lot of, the top entrepreneurs that we look at, like business professionals. Yes, they take Christmas Day off, but the next day is still a working day. We do have a Christmas season and there's a lot of celebration and all of that stuff but you don't have to shut down completely. All right. Because what I've seen time and time again is when I decided, okay, I'm finished work for December 15th, I did not start my year until February the 1st.
Yeah.
Simple
Yeah.
as that. And you don't
Exactly.
want that to happen to you. All right.
Right. And I have to tell you, I'm going to show you what I have been writing down and I don't know if you can see it. It's my goals for 2021. This is the first time that I have not waited until January to figure out, whoa, what am I going to do? And the reason I have it written on a tablet right now is because I have a brand new, what do I want to call it? It's a day planner, but it's more than a day planner. And I'm so excited to get it. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to start jotting this stuff down. And I never did that before. And that's the other reason I think why I am so excited for 2021, because I already have some goals lined up for at least the first quarter. So Hillary and I can tell you and tell you and tell you. I've told you what it was like for me shutting down at Thanksgiving time, basically, and the next year, how long it took to get that momentum going again. And I've told you how I am this year, and
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it. Yeah, both of us are working hard because we've got goals that we still want to meet for this year, and we still
Exactly.
have what do we have? We have 8 days.
We have 8 days, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
we take
The
Christmas
calendar's
out, so we
right
have
there.
7 days.
Yes. we got to take Christmas Day out. So it's like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Right. Yeah. Okay. And then January. So it's interesting because when you in a momentum driven mode, right? What I want to share is that you're working today, but you're future planning. So it's interesting because somebody came to visit me and they saw my whole office setup and they were like, "Oh, you got your January 2021 calendar up?" And I'm like, yeah, because I need to know what I'm gonna be doing next month. It's like you
Right.
don't wait until that month. It's like you literally put yourself behind, and I'm like, we share that analogy with driving, merging onto an interstate, right? And
Yep.
this is where, keeping your foot on the gas. So I
Yep.
mean, even though I don't live in the US, right, but I've spent some time there, and I know that when you're coming to merge onto the interstate, it's not the time to slow down because you're
And that's what
probably going to
most
cause
people
an
do.
accident. And that's what most people do, right?
Mhm.
You've got to accelerate. I mean, and it's common sense, right? You got to accelerate to the speed of the interstate that the traffic's coming and then quickly get in because you've got to keep going at the pace that the other people are coming at, right? So definitely. And if you have, it's funny because when you don't have the other people to pace you, I think that is when we get into this go slow mode. All right.
Yeah,
When
I'm
you've
an
got that
example of that.
community, exactly. When you've got the
Mhm.
community that's pushing you and telling you, no, you've got to run through the finish line. And with me as a track athlete, back in the day, our coaches used to tell us, you're not running 100 meter, you're running a 120 meter because you've got to fly through that finish line. You've got to
Yep.
fly. It's like you're still running way past 100 meters, and
Uh-huh.
that's what we want. That's the message that we want you to get here. That 2020 does not end December the 15th. 2020 is far from over. And if you've got goals and if you've got things that you want to achieve, if you've got plans that you're trying to lay out and set up, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. All right.
Exactly. And for those of you, and I don't know about Trinidad as far as, highways and things like that, but for those of you that have not been to the States and know what Hillary is talking about, how the traffic merges on an interstate, just think of you driving down the street with your foot on the gas and you're coming to a red light. And so you start to slow down. You see the red light, maybe a half a block or so. You take the foot up and you start to slow down. And by the time you get to the light, it may already have turned green. So now you got to put the foot on the gas, but it takes a moment to get, it's not that smooth driving, smooth moving. And so maybe, like I say, if you couldn't correlate what she was saying about merging traffic, because a lot of Americans don't do that, they slow down. It's like, but maybe driving up to or coming up to a red light might help that picture a little bit better in your brain. So
definitely. Yes, that was a great analogy, Deb. Right. So, with that, we hope that next week when we see you, you're still going to be having your foot on the gas and driving because we're going to be seeing you next week because we're gunning it through the end of
exactly.
2020.
Yep.
All right.
And yeah, I have family coming. Sorry, guys, this is my business. I need to keep up. I've got goals, and I still have a few days to hit those goals if I haven't already by the time they come. So, yes, we will be here with bells on. And instead of wishing you a Merry Christmas, I'll wish you a Happy New Year. Yeah.
Yes, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your day, enjoy the time with family. And if you're a business person, don't forget to just put aside a couple hours every day, just a couple. That's all we're asking. All right.
Yep.
Have a great one, everybody. Bye bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.